shows in Hollywood, it's The Tonight Show with Conan O'Brien. Tonight, Ryan Seacrest. Actor and comedian Patton Oswalt. And musical guest Chickenfoot. Featuring Max Weinberg and The Tonight Show Band. And I'm Andy Richter. Now, here's your host, Conan O'Brien.
That's nice. Keep cool, my babies. Keep cool. We have a... Waiting for those last kernels to pop. Woo! 40 minutes from now, there'll be a random woo. Woo! Oh, I mistimed it. That's bad. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to The Tonight Show with Conan O'Brien, now with 20% less hype. That's good. We're gonna smooth it out now. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. We got a good show for you tonight. Much to discuss, big stuff going on in the world. President Obama gave a big historic speech yesterday in Egypt. This was big. Did you see this? We have a President Obama now, okay? What? I was busy wooing. No, it was a big speech. He gave a big speech in Egypt. President Obama impressed listeners by beginning his speech with the traditional Islamic greeting, Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah, it was especially impressive because a year ago, President Bush opened with Shalom, amigos. It's just... No, President Obama gave the historic speech at Egypt's Cairo University. Yep. Yeah, the crowd at Cairo University loved Obama's speech, especially the joke he made about their rival Cairo State. It's a safety school, not a... Today, ladies and gentlemen, this is true, I'm not making this up. Today is National Donut Day. National Donut Day. Yeah. Or as Kirstie Alley calls it, Friday. That's the kind of show I'm going to be doing. Big entertainment news. I don't know if you heard this. It's been reported that a movie version of the classic board game Battleship is in the works. That's true. Yep. Producers say the Battleship movie will capture all of the excitement of a letter and number being read aloud. That's E9. That's the climactic scene.
That really, that's going to put the kibosh. I have an option on backgammon.
I have Hungry Hippos.
Now that's compelling.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Paula Abdul's in the news. Yep. Paula Abdul apparently is still negotiating her American Idol contract. Yeah. Oh. Please, I hope that was sarcastic. No, Paula Abdul is still negotiating her American Idol contract, yeah. And it could take a while because she's negotiating in it with her voices in her head and a lamppost. It's a... Boo? Someone booed. The show is free. Boo!
I have better things to do with my time.
This is big, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow, the post office is giving the area around Dodger Stadium its own zip code and renaming it Dodger Town. Isn't that cool? Yeah. And this is big also. They're also going to rename the area where the Clippers play Suckville. Now, of course, we're here in Los Angeles now, and I really do like this town, but I'm noticing one of the things that's notorious about this area, your traffic jams. The traffic jams here in L.A., you're with me on this, people, right? There. Thank you. That's an appropriate boo. I'm with you on that, boo. I didn't like that other boo. No, traffic jams here are a big problem, so... And I'm worried. I want the people that come to this show to be comfortable and well taken care of. So, as a service to people in our studio audience who have to drive home after they come and see The Tonight Show, we've invested in our very own Tonight Show traffic copter. This way, we'll get... Oh, yeah. This provides... Yeah. This will provide up-to-the-minute traffic conditions right outside our studio. Let's check in now at the copter, see how the traffic looks. Ooh, that's a bad jam-up on the 101 North. I don't know what's causing the jam-up. That's really bad. And ducks! It looks like ducks are the problem. Those ducks are the problem. Oh. In their defense, they're doing their best to move it right along.
Yeah.
Ooh, well, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm also being told there's a terrible backup on the 5 southbound. Let's check that out. I don't know what's causing this one. This is bad. That's a bad jam up. I wish we could know what the... Oh, it's a baby doing the Saturday Times crossword puzzle. And... Yeah, apparently... I think the bigger problem is they never finished that bridge. That's the problem. Who shot that thing? It's The Tonight Show. Or that, oh, just make a little bridge. How much do you need? About this much. I'll give you this much. What's that? Oh, my God. Traffic, also a mess on the North 405. Let's check it out. And I don't know. Oh, look. Fire truck there. There must be some kind of fire. I don't know what's going on. And it's a dog having a bar mitzvah, I believe. That's crazy. What's that all about? What? There's more? Oh, my God! It was really stupid. You know, all week we've been pointing out some of the beautiful features of our set, this gorgeous Art Deco set that men and women worked very hard on making. And apparently, I'm not the only one who's been studying our set. There's a website, this is real, there's a website called Serious Lunch that claims that the backdrop that we have during my monologue looks a lot like the original Super Mario Brothers video game. Let's check out, this is the website. Have you heard of this, Andy? Have you seen this?
Yeah, my wife sent me a link to this from another site.
It's gone viral. Yeah. This is everywhere. Apparently, everyone's saying it looks, and I don't get it at all. It's absurd. There's no way you could ever see Super Mario Brothers in the set. I've worked... That's enough. That song is killing me. That's only missing La Bamba. Doesn't he look like he walked out of Super Mario Brothers? You should sue the Super Mario Brothers people. They ripped you off. Well, folks, this is kind of a cool night. It's Friday. Tonight is the end of our first week at The Tonight Show. Week, which is exciting, and I was thinking, I was thinking that just 1 week ago tonight, Jay Leno so kindly invited me to be a guest on his last Tonight Show. It was very important to me. It was a fantastic night of television. It was a real honor to be on Jay Leno's final show. And Jay did something on that show that I thought was really neat. On that show, he presented all of the kids who were conceived by Tonight Show staff members during his 17-year run. All the kids that were born from staff members during the 17-year run, he brought them out. The kids appeared on stage with him. It was a really cool television moment. Let's just take a quick look at a clip in case you didn't see it.
I wondered, how many kids have been born to the Tonight Show staff in 17 years? Here's the answer. Take a look.
It was a neat thing to do. That was neat. And when I saw that, it got me thinking. I hosted the late night show for 16 years, and my entire staff has moved out to Los Angeles with me. We're all still together. So I thought, what if to mark the end of our first week, I brought out all the children conceived to our staff members during the 16 years of Late Night with Conan O'Brien. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do it now. Here they are. This is going to be... We got a great show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Host of American Idol, Ryan Seacrest, is on the show. Actor and comedian, good friend of ours, Patton Oswalt's here. Musical guest, Chickenfoot, on the show. Max Weinberg, The Tonight Show. Ben, we're right back. We're going to do some celebrity surveys. We'll see you then. Now, we are back. Fine show tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, terrific shows next week. Some amazing guests coming up, including David Duchovny will be here. Eddie Murphy is coming on the show. I've never met Eddie Murphy, huge superstar. I'm looking forward to meeting him. Dane Cook, Norm Macdonald, one of the funniest people alive. Jamie Foxx will be on the show next week, so tune in. We're going to have a lot of fun. It'll be good. As I've mentioned, I'm very different here, living in Los Angeles. One of the things that's so different is in LA, there's more celebrities per square mile than anywhere else in the country. And it's part of my job, if you think about it, to learn as much as I can about these celebrities because I interview them here on the show. So here's what I did recently. I mailed out a questionnaire that I made up to a lot of big-name stars. I mailed it out. A bunch of them filled in replies and sent them back. I couldn't believe it. We're going to show you their answers right now in a segment we like to call Celebrity Survey.
Celebrity Survey.
Wow. Celebrity Survey. We couldn't have fixed that song. Here's how the survey works. We asked 3 celebrities to complete a phrase. Our first phrase was, people have often described my face as... Clive Owen wrote classically handsome. Adrian Brody wrote unusual and quirky. Spencer Pratt wrote a fist magnet. Even though I'm older, I can still... Ted Danson wrote jog 10 miles a day. Martin Sheen wrote do 50 push-ups every morning. Bill Clinton wrote hear Hillary's car from 5 miles away. As a kid, I was always picked on by... Stephen Baldwin wrote... Oh, my God, that picture. Sorry. He looks like a mafia hypnotist. You're under my power. Oh, let's do this. As a kid, I was always picked on by Stephen Baldwin wrote My Brothers. Jeff Goldblum wrote Bullies. Larry King wrote Velociraptor. If I were a car, I'd be... Eva Longoria wrote a hot little sports car. Paul Giamatti wrote a reliable sedan. John from John and Kate Plus 8 wrote in a terrible marriage with another car. Sad. You know you've made it when Brad Pitt wrote you've received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Matt Damon wrote you star in a movie with Jack Nicholson. Conan O'Brien wrote, Tony Shalhoub returns your call within 3 weeks. That wasn't funny. I agreed to appear on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here because Tori Wilson wrote, I'm a competitor. Lou Diamond Phillips wrote, any publicity is good publicity. Sanjaya wrote, I was already sleeping outside, now I get paid for it. I think the rapid disappearance of so many species from our planet is, Cameron Diaz wrote, a tragedy of enormous proportions. Alec Baldwin wrote, a problem that must be addressed before it's too late. Kirstie Alley wrote, a testament to my ability to sneak up quietly. I don't want to run into her anytime soon. I'm going to lay low this weekend. Boom, get him out of there!
Wait, was that her at your door?
That was Ernest Borgnine.
Oh, okay.
Every adult should know that there's really no such thing as, Maury Povich wrote Ghosts, Bradley Cooper wrote Monsters, Matthew McConaughey wrote Shirts. On Old Timers Day, I like to bring back memories for the fans by Reggie Jackson wrote Running the Bases. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar wrote Taking a Hook Shot. O.J. Simpson wrote Double Murdering Them. You Can Find My House. Barbara Walters wrote In House and Garden. Tobey Maguire wrote On Google Earth. Max Weinberg wrote In the Los Angeles Sex Offender Registry. Never in the history of television has a knowing smile been less appropriate. No thumbs up either.
Yeah.
I'm in the sex offender registry.
Come on, ladies.
I retired because I wanted to spend more time with my... Brett Favre wrote children. Tom Brokaw wrote grandchildren. John Madden wrote Quiznos Steakhouse Beef Dip. Just write all these down, Andy. People I can't run into. And finally, there are two types of people in the world. Brian Williams wrote Democrats and Republicans. Edie Falco wrote optimists and pessimists. Paris Hilton wrote people who've had sex with me, and Dan Jenkins of Sarasota, Florida. What's wrong with Dan Jenkins? Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of show coming up. When we come back, Mr. Ryan Seacrest. We'll see you then. Oh! All right, everybody, we're back. My first guest this evening is the host of the popular television series American Idol. Please welcome Ryan Seacrest. for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
I said wildly, it's the popular series. It doesn't even do justice. It's how many people now watch this show? Is it 40 billion people worldwide?
We had about 30 million watch the
finale
this year.
Absolutely incredible. There's one thing, and I watch television, and I think, well, because I work in television, I sometimes think I know what's going on.
Right.
I honestly don't know what your relationship is with Simon Cowell, because you guys, you fight like an old married couple. And I don't know, are you putting English on the ball? Are you faking it a little bit? Or is this real petulance? Is this real anger and hatred? What's going on?
Is it a bromance?
Yes.
Is it...
You do seem like spurned lovers at times.
He's not... Well, you know, he is an old man. And he's not like an older brother. It's more like the weird cousin that tries to make out with a blood relative at Thanksgiving. But that's what he's like.
So you're saying he's old and he's into incest. That's what you're saying. We're getting more scoops on this show than...
He and I actually are really good friends, which allows us to sort of attack each other.
Now, tell us about, what's this guy like just around backstage at the show?
Well, he's very into himself, as I said, so, you know, he's got a lot of creams and things. He's got...
How does that follow from...
he's admitted to having Botox. And if he didn't have Botox, I think he would look like Angela Lansbury.
You've just alienated everybody I can think of with that one comment. I thought I was in trouble, but so you're saying, what about, is he he's an exercise fanatic?
Yeah, he has these things that I think he ordered from TV called the perfect push-up. And I brought a little still picture of that. Do you guys have the still of it?
No.
But he has these in his dressing room.
I have those as well. I have the. I'm not even lying. I have the perfect push-up. Well, I got them for $10 at a Rite Aid, and
you got to use them though, Conan. You got to use them because they squeeze from the core.
No, I do use. I like those. Those are good.
They're
actually.
good for you.
So he's into working on his upper body.
Very much so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's very proud of that because he wears those tight T-shirts. It looks like his body's just been spray painted.
You know, sometimes
he is. He's very into showing off his male physique.
Sometimes the contestant will walk out and you'll think that they've forgotten the lyrics because they're nervous, and it's just because they're distracted by these nipples that are shooting at them.
In high def.
In high def on live television.
High def television. Soon they'll have 3D television.
It's a hurdle.
His nipples will be coming through the screen. Any other way you want to slam this man while he's not here? Just go for it. He's not here right now.
I think that, you know, he's very self-absorbed. He believes that he's responsible for everything, which is true. And you know, he's a good guy. He really actually knows what he's doing.
I like how that didn't follow from anything you've said so far. But he's a terrible man. He's a murderer and one of the greatest people I've ever known.
He does murder dreams. He does murder dreams, Conan.
Yeah. Now you've had your own problems. Yeah, well, you know, you had a moment that a lot of people, made its way around the web. You tried to high-five a blind contestant on the show. Let's take a look.
See where it goes. I'm pumped.
As you should be. Well, I'm giving you a high five. Congratulations. There it is.
Yeah, well, what would you have done? I mean, you know, you see 5,000 people, you high five all of them, then there's that one. And it's like you're in the process of you commit to the motion, and then all of a sudden you realize, God, he can't see me.
We all saw that. We all saw that. Oh!
I mean,
yeah. But no, I know.
How do you get out of that?
You go. You did what you could do.
I mean, at that point, you just tossed a break.
Which I'll do now.
Yes.
We have more with Ryan Seacrest in just a second. Stick around. Back. I'm sitting here with Ryan Seacrest. Like a lot of people in this business, and this is one of the reasons I relate to you, you overcame some adversity to get to the position that you're in.
I'm still trying to overcome it, Conan.
Yeah, well, but there are a lot of people that think, this person just arrived on television. As a child, you had...
I was a fat kid, so I kind of loathed back-to-school shopping. I would be afraid to go to the JCPenney Husky section because I hated to try on the
jeans.
Yeah, well, we have a picture of you, which I found. This is a picture that...
By the way, I think you guys think it's a bit. That's actually me.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some volume there, not a lot of pomade. The glasses are great, the teeth right on. But that was, you know why? Because I used to come home, I was slightly active, but obviously not enough. I used to come home and make for myself a cookie sheet of nachos with Tostitos, and I put the cheddar cheese, and I broil them, and I get done just in time to watch Oprah every single day. And that's true. And then it sort of I just started to bulk up a little bit. So now I'm afraid to swallow any of my food or air and try...
Has it really affected the way you live now?
Yes.
Do you fear being that
I don't
person
like?
again?
I don't know what you're like, but I don't like getting... I didn't like getting in the pool with my shirt off. So I used to swim with my shirt on in the pool. I hated spring break. Spring break was like, oh, God, what am I going to do? What's my excuse going to be? You know, I have a rash, so I can't come out. But I didn't like that feeling of being picked on, and so I try now to sprint everywhere I go. And really, one of the reasons I have so many jobs is because I can keep the cardio up, and I can work so much, and I can run around, and I can burn off all the calories.
You're running from yourself. You've got to stop.
I was always skinny, always a skinny kid. I never had a weight. I couldn't put on weight if I wanted to, but I didn't want to take my shirt off for other reasons.
But I mean, obviously now you can eat whatever you want, which
well, it's changed a little bit. I got older. Your metabolism slows down a bit, but I'm lucky that way. I can pretty much eat like a cinder block, and I'm fine.
Which is so frustrating for people who get fat because we have to really watch what we eat.
I have other problems.
Conan, share.
You just touched my knee. That's
Twice.
one of them.
I know.
You've been working on the American Idol show for how many years has it been now?
It's been like 8.
It's been 8 years?
Yeah.
Do you ever get frustrated that so many other people's job on that show is to judge, and they get to give their opinions, but you can't really do that? You're not allowed to...
It's strange because during this finale with Chris and Adam, I happened to find out what the results were early in the day, and I knew them. And so I'm going through this whole 2-hour live show knowing the results. And I'm asking them, so how are you feeling tonight? And the other voice in my head is going, you're the loser, you're the one that loses, you're the one that wins, you're the one that loses.
You should have just yelled it out. That would have been so cool.
But you loser! Do you know when you know something and you do just want to just blurt it out? I mean, part of me, the inner dialogue is like, just say it, but don't, you can't. So I go through that process when I know, but I never really wanted to be a judge. I like hosting the show. And also sometimes Simon will say, you know, you've got to come to me after this song. I've got something amazing to say to the American public. And I'll say, okay, we'll come to you in just 1 second. I'll go to the judges. I'll say, well, we've got time for 2 more judges before we take a break here. Randy, they'll cut to Randy and I'll wink at Simon, coming. And before the break, Paula. And he literally sits there just like bursting out of that T-shirt, so miserable.
His nipples reaching out at you to strangle you.
To take me down. But the great thing is you can control it when you're hosting it, and I quite like that.
And then last thing I have to mention, very controversial end of the season. So many people thought that Adam Lambert should be the winner. How do you feel about that?
Well, I think that if people didn't vote for the singing, then that's a shame.
Right.
I really believe that you should.
Because that guy can hit notes. It's insane what he can do.
He's one of a kind. And look, Chris is very talented, and the American public, they have the voice, they decide. But both Adam and Chris are going to have fantastic careers. I mean, Adam already has been invited to go out on the road with Queen, which is a pretty cool gig.
And he can hit those notes, and they get up there like, nah! And it's like, it's way above.
You have that falsetto.
I can go much higher than Lambert, actually. You know, that you get up there and you grab the star. And
good.
Yeah.
You can do some Soldier Boy talent.
On Air with Ryan Seacrest, you have 40 jobs. On Air with Ryan Seacrest airs nationwide daily on the radio, and E! News airs weeknights on E! And you're working at McDonald's.
Yes,
on the weekends.
I've got to head out there. That's tonight.
Try the fries. Ryan Seacrest, thank you so much. We'll be right back. Patton Oswalt's here. Thanks for doing this. We're back, and my next guest is a comedian and an actor who starred as Remy the Rat in the film Ratatouille. Please welcome our friend and a very funny guy, Mr. Patton Oswalt. thank you
Good,
so
man.
much for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me, man. That's flattering.
Yeah, and congratulations. You are a parent.
I am now. Yeah, I had a daughter last month, and so now I'm by the way, I realized backstage if I said that I'm a parent and I get applause, part of that applause is technically for my balls. You know what I mean? Like that. Which I don't know how I don't know how I feel about that. Feels good. Feels good.
Welcome to the Tonight Show.
Thank you. I just wanted to be the first guy to get ball applause.
55-year franchise.
Yes. This is the first ball applause.
Stop saying that
sorry,
word.
I had ball applause. I'm getting ball applause.
I'd like this job just a little longer.
Okay, sorry.
But how do you like it? How do you like being a parent?
I really, really love it. Not to sound like a cliche, but it is very... I haven't done the weird thing of, oh, I saw my daughter and my life change. I haven't bonded with her yet because she just sort of looks around. And she looks like I'm always boring her, like when I'm like, hey, sweetie, and she's like... So, but the part that freaked me out, I don't know if this happened with you, was the delivery room. When you go to the hospital.
It's an intense experience, yeah.
You wait outside that room, and they pop out, and they go, okay, you can come in, Mr. Oswald. And you go into this overlit, like, all-white room with all this science fiction-y machinery, and it's like you're in the Matrix all of a sudden. And you realize, oh, when I leave this room, my life will be different forever. It'll never, ever be the same.
Right.
But in the Matrix, like, he comes out, and he knows kung fu and how to kill robots with his mind. And my adventure is, don't make sure this baby never dies. Like, that's this film sucks. Like, don't I get, like, I-beams or something?
No,
or, you know,
no, you get nothing, yeah.
Yeah, I get the baby. So.
What a terrific father.
Hey, look, if someone said you can either kill robots with your mind or take care of a baby, you can go, I can always have a baby. I want robot mind-killing powers.
But are you handling the job well? Are you?
I'm
worried now. Are you a good dad? Are you a good parent?
I'm a good dad, especially because I looked at, like, I go back and I visit my parents and I get cues from how they kind of messed me up. Not that they meant to, but I'll give you an example. I was visiting them a few months ago, and they have this Jack Russell Terrier, which they love, just like they loved me. But the Jack Russell Terrier that they have, it's like nervous and it pees if you move, and it's morbidly obese and it hides in the bathroom for 8 hours. And I was like, look what they did to Jack Russell Terriers are really intelligent, amazing dogs. Look what they did to this thing. And then it hit me, they raised me. Like, I'm a fat, nervous guy that hides in the bathroom, and I'm always jumping at things, and I'm always like, and this is all, I just want attention and applause. And then after this, I'm gonna make the driver take me to In-N-Out Burger and get 3 burgers, because one guy, because I'll be in the car, no matter how well this goes. I was like, Ryan Seacrest looked at me weird. I'm gonna get some burgers.
Are you getting enough sleep? That's what I worry about. Because that is the thing that everybody complains about. Sleep.
You get that weird, like, 3-hour chunks of sleep. You went through that when you just never slept. No, I'm not getting any sleep, and it's very nerve-wracking, but there's advantages. The one advantage being that I look this is the most cleaned up I've been in a month and a half. I look so psychotic and, like, half-shaven and unbathed that it's got me out of some bad things because people are just frightened of me when they see me.
Really?
I'm serious. I was out doing daddy chores, and I pulled over to get some magazines for my wife there's that newsstand on Cahuenga, and I pulled up at a meter, and I didn't put money in the meter because I jumped out, and I just tried to grab magazines, and when I turned, there was a guy about to write a ticket on my car, and I walked up to him and said, please don't write me a ticket. Like, just no, not even any cleverness to it, just like, please don't write me a ticket. And then he said, why didn't you put any money in the meter? And I said, because I thought that I would drive away before you came here and I wouldn't have to put money. Like, I'm just yelling at him.
Just honest.
Yeah,
complete.
and you could tell it wasn't even that he was so terrified. It was just this guy's insane.
Yeah.
He's crazy. And then he said, all right, get out of here. And then as I got into my car, he yelled at me, hey, we don't have time just to pull over and check every meter to make sure there's not money in it, all right? And I said, okay. And then when I got in the car and I was driving away, it hit me, that's all you have time to do. You're a park. It doesn't say parking enforcement and homicide. They're not like doing this. I got like 3 axe murders and this guy with his gun. Never gonna solve these murders.
Now, I know that your life has changed.
Yes.
But there's one thing I know about you. We've been friends for a long time. I've actually been out to dine with you.
Yes.
You are a foodie. You appreciate the finer foods in life.
Yes.
Still the case? You're still getting time to enjoy
Very much so. In fact, Andy and I went to this place called Bazaar that I have to take you to in L.A., which is like Willy Wonka opened a restaurant after starting a meth habit. It's the most amazing restaurant.
Sign me up!
There we go. But the problem is I'm enjoying it a little too much. After like Ratatouille, I get to go to restaurants. So now I have to, because now this year I either have to lose weight or just give up and become fascinated with how big I can get. Because I'm on the borderland of B word fat. You know what I'm
I don't know what B word fat is.
It's where people can tell that you're fat if they just hear you talking and you say words that start with B. Like that kind of fat where you're, like you could be on the phone going, I bought the bracelet at Daily Franks and Biddle. I bought the bracelet for Belinda's birthday. It's a beautiful bobblehead. This is what I want you to do. Please stop applauding! I need to get through this sentence before my aorta collapses. I want you to scoop the insides out of a sourdough bread loaf. Fill it with buttered noodles, crumble hot pretzels on the top. I'm gonna take it in the bathroom, but no matter what you hear, do not open the door! So I got to do something.
You have to do something.
Yeah.
Patton's going to be at Largo here in Los Angeles this Monday at 8 o'clock p.m. Go and see this gentleman. Patton Oswalt, always hilarious. Thanks so much for being here, pal. We'll be right back with Chickenfoot. Stick around. All right, everybody, my next guests are here with a song from their self-titled debut album, and on August 7th, they'll be appearing at the Chicago Theater in Chicago, Illinois. Please welcome Sammy Hagar, Joe Satriani, Michael Anthony, and Chad Smith, Chickenfoot.
This is for you.
Oh, no. That's crazy. Oh, no, that's crazy. Oh, man, look at that. That's crazy. Thank you so much. Hey, thank you so much. Hey. Chicken foot, everybody. Thank you so much. I want to thank my guests, Ryan Seacrest, Patton Oswalt, Andy Richter, Max Weiberg. Tonight Show Band, stay tuned for Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. It's been a really fun week. We'll see you Monday. Have a good weekend, everybody.